Hello, my friends. It's Krista Hirschberger with Krista's Crafty, and I'm excited to be here with you this evening. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, the holiday weekend that is, but I am here to inspire you. Actually, my fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are here to inspire you. If you hadn't heard, I was so blessed to be able to attend my first incentive trip with Stampin' Up! And we got to, I was in Disney with them and all of 297 other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators and their families as well. Actually, my daughter went with me. But something that you may have saw me post about is that I participated in a card swap while attending that incentive trip event, and I thought I would share with you all of my the items that I received back because, who doesn't love to be inspired, right? So let me share with you. So there's 25 of them. So we'll be here just a little bit, and I'm not going to talk all about them, but get maybe a scratch pad out, get a notepad, and you might want to take some notes on something you may want to give a try. So first off, I thought I'd show you my card in person. I know I did a post about this, but this was a swap card I did. I was a little hesitant, or not hesitant, but made sure I did enough because I heard this swap was top notch. Everybody was doing above and beyond. And so I tried to do that. A lot of the items had to be, or all of the items had to be current, whether they were in the annual catalog or we have a lot of online exclusive items. A release came in May, a release came in March. So there's a lot of things online too. And so I used out of the catalog Gallery Blooms. I believe Beautiful Gallery Suite. And I'm not going to look it all up, but used a bunch of those products and damask embossing folder. This is from the stamp die bundle. This is from another stamp die bundle. Here's the paper. So many fun things. One thing that was different though, do you see I did tear up the edges and sponged it, but for my actual swap card, do you see the tiny difference between these two? I actually did white core cardstock because I loved how that white shone through then instead of using just the regular crumb cake. I used the two-toned and so then had that option and still brought in some of the inking. So hope that you enjoy this. But this one has 6x6 papers. Let me quick show it to you. I think it's back here. Beautiful Gallery here. It starts on page 52 and 53. Okay. And you can see the colors up here, but you've got the beautiful motifs, which you can see the fern. Oh, here we go. The fern die cut there and the Gallery Blooms. And you can see I did the flower in here, but look at all of the fun die cuts there as well. I used every piece of the suite, the embossing folder, what are these called? Press flower motifs, the basic beige, classic ribbon, and the 6x6 papers are so beautiful. So I'll have to do another, video about just that suite, but it is on page 52 and 53 in the annual catalog. So that was my swap card. Are you ready to take a look at the other 25 cards? So fun. So we had, it was so nice. The Stampin' Up! Team, the leadership team that was there, they divided up all of the swap cards. And so we just dropped them off and they divided them up and gave them back to us at the end of the week. So we had this little note in as we got started. So let's take a look. And I did look through these just recently. I did it with my team actually, but I thought I would share it with you as well. So I tried to put them in order as far as the same stamps being used. But this one is done by Michelle Suit, I guess. And a lot of these, I'm excited to look up these demonstrators because I'm not familiar with them. So isn't that neat? So this is a fun fold card. And this is one of our Flowers in Bloom. I think this is the one that's in the catalog. There's two flower paper packs right now, and I get confused which one's in the catalog and which one's an online exclusive, but they are beautiful. And then look at these dies. Aren't they gorgeous? And I'm all about gems, and so I had to figure out where those were, and I just got a box delivered, and it's the holographic resin dots. Aren't they pretty? What do you gals think? Feel free to comment and any questions, but this is an interactive, so very pretty. I'm not sure where those butterflies came from either. Next one. Okay, so let's do this. Next one here is the In Colors 2025-2027 In Colors. Beautiful. This was made by Natalie Travis. Okay. And she used all of the In Colors. If you saw my other video, here you go. There's 5 new ones that come out every 2 years. And so here she did. But look at this. Do you see the fern, right? The fern punch out? Guess what? That's the same one I used on my card, but isn't it amazing how different it is? And these gems are popular. I realized as I was talking to my team, about every other one, maybe every third card that I got used them. And these, can you see? They're a flat pearl, 2025-2027 In Color flat pearl. And aren't they beautiful? Some of you may be getting these. I had a special when you placed an order from me, $50 or more order, mid-April to beginning of May. And you have little goodies coming your way the end of this week. And that sample of those might be included in that. Never know. Fun, fun. All right, next, we've got this cute, here's another card, and this one is by, let me see here, Karen Braxton. Looks like she's out of Montana. Very cool. And this is Strawberry Slush, one of the new In Colors, but it also uses one of the online exclusives. And pardon me as I'm still learning all of these names because they have so many fun products coming out. It's the Sweet Jar Bundle. And in this case, how cool is this? It has hearts and clovers and cookies and all sorts of things that you can put inside the bundle. It comes with a punch as well. If the bundle is the punch, if that's what you'd like. And so it is an online exclusive, but just love this very much. Very simple and very sweet. There's those gems again. Yay. All right. And so, like I said, I put them in order as far as like the same stamp sets. This one is using that Sweet Jar Bundle again, but look how this opens. This is designed by Karina Chin out of Canada, Alberta. Look at this. I hadn't seen this before. Isn't that neat? A fun opening, closure, how she did that. And it looks like she just did a foam Stampin' Dimensional there to make it stay down. But also take a look. This is an embossing folder. And I got these and haven't used them yet. They're called the Glass and Gardens embossing folder. And they fit into the mini Stamp Emboss machine. So it's just yay wide. But keep that in mind because I'm going to show you someone else that used that in a really fun way. Okay. All right. Here we go. Another one that uses the Sweet Jar. This is very popular if you haven't figured it out, right? Very simple but beautiful by Amanda Waldhart. Yay. And I'd love to hear which ones you like. And here we go. This one is by Simone Bartram. And look at this fun card. And then I'm going to come back to the front here. Look how this opens. I have never seen this before. So you would be able to like set it up and display it that way. You can't see that very well, but like it would hold itself well to do that. But check out this. You know, I told you about that embossing folder. Look, she embossed it. This, I'm pretty sure she used our window sheets. There was not a display, but there's, if I can get it. Sorry, my fingers are all muddy. I didn't get a shower yet from working outside today. But you see that window sheet? She embossed that to make it look like the drink or like the glass. How cool is that? Fun, fun. I love this Blackberry Bliss cardstock. So pretty. All right. We've got the next one. This is by Janet Holmes. And look at the beautiful beautiful set that this is. This was the lovely garden papers that were released back in March. They're still current. Beautiful. And I love the iridescent ribbon. And you've got also the stamped little details on there and this embossed background. Pretty. Okay, Janet. Next, we have the floral, oh, what are these called? Let me quick check. Impressions of Bloom stamp set. And it goes with the whole Flora Impressions suite. So the Impressions of Bloom stamp. Very beautiful. This one is made by Robin Stamping Hood. And, oh, look at that. There's the rest. Robin Schertzer. Okay. And how pretty is that? Again, look, there are those lovely, the flat pearls. I just love them. And they are going to show up everywhere, which is a good thing, right? Who loves embellishments? Raise your hand. Me too. Look at this fun fold. This is, here it is. This is Laura Bartow from Illinois. Look at that. And she has a list of what she used here as well. And so the Impressions of Bloom stamp, look at those dies, my friends. So it does come as a stamp and a die. You can buy just a stamp. You can buy the die, or when you buy the bundle, you save 10%. Look at this. The Impressions. I have it and haven't played with it yet. So very, very excited to get some samples to be inspirational as I work with those. And then look at this one. Thanks so very much. This is created by Glenda Calkins. How pretty is this and simple? Look how this opens. Isn't that neat? Do you see that? And it's just very beautiful. I like that. And that paper is so pretty. The Floral Impressions paper as well. Next, we have this fun card. And it was created by Kylie Henshaw from the UK. And the stamp is called the Paper Tags Bundle. And I think this was an online exclusive as well. But can you see that she heat embossed this? That she did the color resist? And how beautiful. And I love how she tied the tag in just a little bit different of a way. There's always trying to tie the tag. So how fun is that? Very good. Here's a pretty, pretty one. This is Lorraine Sitch, maybe? Sorry, Lorraine, if I did not say that correctly, but love this. This die is, what's it called? I use it a lot. That in my everyday. Here, I'll grab it because I have it right here. I just used it. This set of dies, textured note dies. There we go. But I'm not sure that she cut it out. I wonder if she like deep embossed it. But I might have to give that a try. It's this die right here. And I love the different patterns on this set. But isn't that beautiful? And just the simplicity of those colors in the form that they are. I just really like this card. I thought it was beautiful. Here we go. This is by Sharon Dungan. Very good, from Kentucky. And she made this. Look, it's a little interactive. Again, she used those dies, those textured note dies, for here and that, I think. And she used the damask embossing folder, which again, where's my original card here that I used on my swap card. The damask folder shows up a lot, and it is just so neat to see it used in with so many paper packs. This is an older paper pack, but still current. It's, I think it's called Perennial Lavender or something like that. I'm sorry if I don't know that. It is in the big catalog shown in there, but look at that pretty stamp and just a little great way to do a card. Here's another one, and Spotlight on Nature is this stamp set. But again, there's those textured note dies with that detail. I love, and this is by Julie. Yes. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. But how fun is that? I'm wondering if this might be an ephemera pack, because we have a lot of those sentiments. This one is, I was excited to get some swap cards of this next one because I did not purchase a stamp because I didn't think I needed it. You know, you don't think you need it until you see it. But yeah, I'm still going to say at this point, but you know that could change. And so this is by Amy Story from Texas, Denton, Texas. Look how cute. Popping in to say hello. How adorable is this one? I believe this one was in here too, and it is called Pop and Buy. Pop and Buy bundle. But look at the glasses and the little film strip. And again, there's that flat pearl, that in color pearl. What do you think? Look at this one. This one and then this one. Here's another one that used that same, but if I'm not mistaken, there's no list. This is by Marcy Bessecker from California. And I'm wondering if she used maybe the metallic papers for this. Maybe she did for this. I'm not sure what she did with that, but love this. Again, there are those beautiful flat pearls in colors. And isn't that just cute? And the circle embossing folder fits perfectly with this card as well. But how are you loving the ideas? Are you getting inspired? I know I am. It just makes me want to go and create right away. Like I said, feel free to have your notebook sketching down, make comments so you know to come back here again. But I'd love to know which one's your favorite or what you like about it. This next one. So our incentive trip was in Disney World in Orlando. And so we did get some Disney themed items, and look how this one opens. The name's inside. I stuck it in there. Isn't that cute? So it would hold a gift card. And this was made by Elaine Shader. Thank you very much, Elaine. How beautiful is this? And a fun little open closure to stick a gift card in there. So love that. Here is our next one that's Mickey related. And this is by Christine Cabello. And you can see she actually made a fold out here for the swap. How fun is that? All in those Disney colors. And there's that Secret Sea, one of our new in colors that I think that might be my favorite. Okay, here, let me move these over since they are taken over. Next swap card, and this was, I thought, so interesting. Look at this. It's the Gallery Blooms, or Beautiful Gallery Collection Suite. And take a look. I want to say this is my swap card. This is the card done by Lena Gersa from Canada, Ontario. But how beautiful. Love the colors. Those neutral colors. But I think we used all of the same products besides the cardstock colors, okay? Isn't that so neat how different they look? And I love that she used the metallic, the textured metallic paper to cut the fern from. She did some paper tearing, and then love her little bow there. And it's just a beautiful card. And so I just thought that was a fun, inspirational card as well. We have another one with a beautiful gallery, and I left this one in here because her name is on the outside here, and I'm not going to try and mispronounce that at all, but I think you can see she used the mini corrugated embossing folder. Raise your hand. Do you like embossing folders as much as I do, the dry embossing? Yay! I just feel like that just adds a step up just by using an embossing folder. And there's pretty many, speaking of the cards here that do use that. Like I talked about the damask one, which is here. We've got the corrugated. Here we have the circle one. Do we have others? The damask one again, the corrugated. Oh, this is the other one too. The, what's this called? Plaid. Embossing folders, I feel, just add so much. Love them. All right, let's go to our next one. Here is a little note card. And this one, stamp the leaves on the envelope. You got to decorate that envelope, right? But this is by Melinda. And these are the lovebirds. Are they not adorable? And she did great coloring on these and had a little sending hugs inside. So cute. And this is our note card side. If you're ever not sure about like the regular size card, the note cards are perfect as well. Okay. The turtles. Turtly awesome. This was by Jen. Oh, I always say it wrong. And she did a fabulous job as well. Look at the turtles. I was debating whether buying this ribbon or not. Do you see? It's called, it's shaded spruce, but it's seafoam, the light green on the back side of it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is beautiful, and I still might have to buy that. But cute turtle card. I love the backs of the turtle paper. I love the designs of them. Love them. And then this one is a shaker card. She stamped her envelope as well. Rolanda Patton. And it's not just a shaker card, as you can see. There's some gems in there as well as some loose leaves, but she made it into an easel card. And an easel card is when you have an item on the bottom here that's popped up. Can you see that? There's a dimensional, and when you set it down, can you see that? That will hold it, and you could pop it up, and you can write your message in here. You could write it up at the top here, but it is called an easel card. How cool is that? We're getting down to the wire here, down to the last ones. Have you been inspired? Are there a card that you want to remake? Is there one that you really like, or you like the idea of it or the colors? Please share. It's so good to be inspired by each other. This one is beautiful. Made with love for sure. Diana Kelvin. It is beautiful. Look at this. She used so many different stamps, and she did, do you see, here's another embossing folder, okay? And that is ink on top of it. Can you see that? So the raised part, she just did ink on it, or a blending brush or something. It's just beautiful. There's that damask embossing folder again. This is a stamp set. I think it's like Botanical Textures. And can you see, she used Winka Stella on the little bunny's dress after she colored it. How adorable is that? And I have one more from the swap, and then one more card that we were given. And this is by Sonia. And she created this little 6x6, I guess, little page, because look at this. I have to take it out of here because you won't see the detail there. I think you can see that. So this is by Storybook. But you see here, she did a stencil with some glitter paste. Do you see that? And it's just beautiful. Did Orlando 2025 down here. I think that key might be from the On The Go. There's a brass butterfly, which are, we can have embellishments of those. But just did a beautiful job using this. I'd love to know all the products that she used to create this. And then that's it for my swap cards. But we had a fun time there. They had little Polaroid cameras for us to use. Instant cameras. I guess it's not really Polaroid. But did one of those. And then this card was given to us by Stampin' Up. One night, the first night, we had a pillow gift. And it was this huge tote of all of our favorite, they had asked us a survey months and months and months ago of our favorite drinks and our favorite snacks. And they filled this bin to the brim with all of these beautiful things. And then these yummy things that we had all week. And then we had this great little card. It's a wonderful day to celebrate you. And Sarah then had signed our cards, but love the strawberry slush, colored ribbon. And this is Secret Sea. And I don't think this is Cloud Cover. I think this is Pool Party. But anyhow, just a fun little card. So I'd love to know, did you have a favorite card that I showed you? And is there one that inspires you to go give it a try? Or maybe a certain set that you now have, you're going to pull out and create with, right? Who's ready to go do some crafting? I love having all of these ideas. And while I will be giving them away too, I will be taking a picture of them first so that I have them to lean back on. And love these, some of these different folds as well. That's just so fun to do something different like that. And so I encourage you. I'd love to hear about it. Feel free to share. This is such a fun one. I love it. I love it. And I hope you have a wonderful evening and rest of the week, my friends. All right. Thanks for joining me, and we will talk again soon. We'll see ya. Bye.